Hi everyone, so I have my friend right here and I'm gonna do her makeup today. It's gonna be a Valentine's Day look. I'm priming her face with the e.l.f. Primer. Next, I'm putting foundation on, and this is the Covergirl True Match. It's a little bit off shade, but I think I can make it work by the end. Just keep blending because blending is the key to success, remember? Next step, I really want a flawless finish, so I'm using my beauty blender to blend it out even more so it doesn't look cakey in the face. Moving on to eyebrows, I'm using the Anastasia brow pomade with a eyebrow brush, and I'm just fixing in her brows. She already has perfect brows, so I didn't really need to do too much, and I didn't want to carve it out. I wanted a kind of a natural look, so I just filled in a little bit. Right here, I'm cleaning up her eyebrows using the same Tarte. Well, sorry, I haven't used it yet, but I'm using the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer underneath her eyebrows to blend it out, and I'm bringing it down her lids too, just so it's kind of a primer. Uh, Along with that, I'm adding a primer. I'm using the Urban Decay primer to prime her eyelids. I'm now putting on the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer and using the same beauty blender to blend underneath her eyes. Yeah, just keep blending. I didn't think that was highlighted enough, so I added my Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline and used the same beauty blender to blend everything up. Underneath her eyes, I'm using the Coty Airspun baking powder, and I'm baking underneath her eyes. What this will do is it will prevent any creasing throughout the day. And I'm just gonna leave that in until it sinks into the skin, and it will create a flawless under eye at the end, I guess. I also put the Rimmel matte powder all over her face. Right here, I am doing her eyes, so I'm using the same Rimmel Stay matte to set the eyeshadow primer potion that we put, and then I am adding a shade from Colourpop. I will leave everything down below, the names of every product and everything that I used on her face. So yeah, I'm using the same Colourpop pinkish eyeshadow on her eyelids, and I'm just gonna keep blending, and I'm just gonna keep building. I feel like the Colourpop eyeshadows, they work better with hand, but I'm using the brush still to create that soft effect, and then I'll use more power towards the end. Power as in like more effort to make it darker. So here you can see me doing that. So even though it's just one eyeshadow, it looks like I use multiple shades or multiple dimensions. Right here, I'm using the same Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer with a flat brush, and it's not really a cut crease, but I'm kind of creating like a cut crease effect. I just want the pigment from the next eyeshadow to really show up on her eyes. So here I am trying to perfect the crease, and I'm putting a shade, but I didn't really like that shade, so I'm gonna add another shade, which is from the Naked palette, and you'll see that soon, the final shade that I'm going for. It's a dark plummy pink brown, I guess. Yeah, that shade from the Naked palette. And then I'm just again going back and perfecting because we don't want any of the colors to go away. Just keep blending. Next, I'm using the e.l.f. contour kit, and I'm using my e.l.f. contour brush to chisel out her cheekbones. I'm just using a little bit. I'm using the medium-ish shade for her skin color. And again, back to blending. Then now I'm using the Naked Flush palette, and I'm using the bronzer shade to bronze Moving on, I am baking underneath her contour just so she gets that chisel finish, and I'm using Milani's blush. I am now contouring her nose. Moving on to eyeliner. I'm not doing a wing today, I'm just doing a soft, thin eyeliner because I want this look to be soft. I want this look to be soft. So just doing a regular eyeliner, no cat eye. Next, I'm curling her eyelashes, and again, I want it to be a soft look, so I'm not going to emphasize too much on the dark mascara and eyeliner. Just a little bit of the mascara. It's from L'Oreal. It's the Carbon Black Mascara. And she has naturally long lashes, so even though I put about a coat, it still showed up really nicely. At least in real life, but even in the camera it shows. I'm putting the same shadow underneath, and I'm adding on more eyeshadow color. Next, I'm using my Anastasia Moonchild palette, and I'm using the silver shade to highlight her brow bone, and it also blends in it also blends in with the other colors very nicely. Now I'm blending everything in, and then I'm adding the pink highlight from the Moonchild kit in her inner corners, and it just accentuates the look because we're going for this like romantic pink Valentine's Day kind of look, and this pink highlight just goes perfectly with this entire look. We're kind of adding on a little bit of color in the cheeks and adding the eyes, and it just, yeah, it just goes really nicely. Next, moving on to lips, I'm just using an e.l.f. lip liner to line her lips, and I'm going to add MAC's Kinda Sexy color onto her lips. And I kind of missed the clip here, but I'm also using Colourpop's Weho lip gloss at the end to finish off the entire look.